hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will have the football first. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Beebe. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Terrapins with the 1st and 10.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Hauls it in. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So Michigan's offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it. In so many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that D.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Quarterback extends the play. He'll pull it down. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not an...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Working that left side now. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Still on his feet at the 40. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Might be changing the route. They give it to him again. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Way too close to punt, way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Gives it on the option. He'll try to take it back. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Terrapins want to pick up the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Complete downfield. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Using the quick game. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Terrapins trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins! Extra point here will tie the game.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder, Second and goal. You don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Gonna run it. It's Slater. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. Dropping back, it's Randall. Under fire. On the move is the 30. Breaks into the open. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Randall. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off play action on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game. But finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
A Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes. So you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play call.
Headed to the end zone, and you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Makes the grab on the left.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Terrapins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Looking for a man. It's Randall. Dances away. Got room to work. Did the work himself. There he goes. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Quickly complete.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Power football with the run. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Makes the catch. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Caught over the middle. It's Slater. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Unloads it downfield. Snags it at the 30 and still running. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Randall. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. At the 20, he's got space. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Here's a heat. He makes the grab. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Michigan.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead of 14. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Here's the handoff. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. They'll leave it with him. Got the 1st down, looking for more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Randall. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. And the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. The give to the tailback. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. App State overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Mountaineers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Sun Belt.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking left. Caught near the sideline, it's Akbar. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. And the Terrapins line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Beebe. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. He knew the heat was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
The Terrapins moving quickly to the line. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And the Terrapins will punt this one away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at 23. So here comes the Michigan offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Man, how about this offense? They have been fun to watch so far, man. They've been aggressive, taking shots. They take another shot there, but, you know, obviously this one falls incomplete. But so far, this offense has been clicking on all cylinders.
Another incompletion on third down. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do that.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The inside handoff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Terrapins have this offense rolling. Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Catch in the middle. It's Beebe. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Let's go! Let's go! They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Maryland! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Back to throw, it's Randall. Got his man in the middle. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
When you're running up the middle, you got so many big boys on the inside. When you run this toss out wide, it's nice because you get away from all the beef. You get to get on the perimeter, make some of those little guys make some tackles out wide. The running back really appreciates when you give him some tosses.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Running behind that left side. Inside the 45. Flying out to the left. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Michigan.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Terrapins! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Leaves it with the running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Wolverines are marching down the field. The give to the back. Ran through the contact. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a crease to the left. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this offense continues to have success and just put a long drive together. And on this defense, I'm getting desperate now. It's desperation. I got to make a play. I got to force something to happen. I got to change something up, and I got to get this football back to my offense.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Marshall looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Thundering Herd. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Of a showing. A busy day in the Sun Belt Conference, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Got a man. It's Beebe.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. He lofted high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Quarterback making checks. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Send the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Got some room headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
The Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
This time on target. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
and they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved